Hi everybody, I'm Callie. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be playing another episode of The Witcher. So in today's episode, we have a ton of people to talk to. We are trying to recruit a bunch of people from all of the areas that we have been in so far. So we're going to be going back to Velen, we're going to be going back to Novigrad, we're going to be going back to Skellige and trying to recruit some people to get on our side to finally find Ciri on the Isles and potentially fight the Wild Hunt. Her tracks are being watched very carefully by the Wild Hunt and a multitude of other people, and hopefully we can get to her first. So today my plan is to go around to all the different areas, see who we can take with us. And I'm actually very excited to get into this next chunk of the main piece because we've done so much side questing. We've put so much time into these other side characters that I really hope that they are on our side. Looking at everyone on the recruitment list, we've literally done all of their side quests. So fingers crossed that we can get as many people as we can on our team for the Wild Hunt. Not too sure about Emhyr. He has his own reasons for wanting to find Ciri, so he may help us out with like an army. It's hard to believe that he would put himself in danger, but maybe he'll give us a few men to help fight by our side. I'm not really sure. I also don't know if eventually, once we do find Ciri, if we have to hand her over to Emhyr. And I've seen a few comments about how the father is bad. That's no way to talk about your daughter. Yes, Emhyr is a very political person that wants to use Ciri for his own political prowess. We don't want that for Ciri. I don't want that for Ciri. So hopefully when we do find her, we won't have to hand her right over to her horrible father. I'm not really sure if we have a say in any of that stuff. And if we do, I will fight by Ciri's side because I don't think that she should be put into a place of political power, especially with how sensitive everybody is to Ciri. I mean, look at her. She's amazing. She's time traveling. She has elder blood. She has all of these very powerful attributes that would just be confined and sheltered and hidden if she does become a part of her father's empire. So hopefully we can take Ciri back. I would really love to read the novels. They are on my list. And right now I'm working through the Court of Roses and Thorns series by Sarah J. Maas, and it is amazing. I'm on the third book, but hopefully when I finish that one, I will be able to go through the Witcher series finally, get a better understanding of this. I wish that I would have read them beforehand, but then it wouldn't be really a completely blind playthrough. I mean, I've watched the Netflix series, but I don't really count that. The Netflix series just wasn't one of my favorites, and this last season that just came out, I cannot get behind at all. And I don't know if it's because it has gotten that much worse or if because I have opened my eyes to the real world of The Witcher and the Netflix show is just an abomination. But I'm super excited to get started today. Let's go see who we can recruit in our fight against the Wild Hunt and for Ciri and see where today takes us. Let's go. All right, so it looks like it automatically tracked me to the main one for this Blood and Wine expansion pack. Just as a quick note, because I have seen a couple people ask in the comment section, yes, I do plan on doing the expansion packs, and I will even make like a separate section for them because I've seen some other YouTubers play through the entire story and then go back and do the expansions in like a separate folder. And I think that I would really, really enjoy doing that. So yes, I will be playing the expansion packs, and I will be doing so after I complete the main story here. So the Isle of Mist. After a long search Geralt was at his last step from his goal. Avallac'h had hidden Ciri from the hunt on the magical Isles of Mist, which could only be reached if fate deemed one worthy, or by following a magic firefly, which we have, which was decidedly the easier option. Geralt thus readied himself to sail to the Isle and bring back Ciri. So, I think we are already in Novigrad, so I'm gonna go talk to Dijkstra, Roche, and Zoltan and see what they think about following us in this Quest to find Ciri. So Brother in Arms, Novigrad. I think they're all called Brother in Arms. A direct fight against Eredin and the Wild Hunt had become inevitable, and Geralt knew he would never defeat them alone. He thus decided to seek out allies. His first steps took him to Novigrad. So let's go see where Dijkstra is. I am also kind of interested to see where he is because it's been a while since we've seen him, and the last time that we ran into him and were helping him actively, he was trying to become the new ruler of Novigrad. So I am interested to see how he fared with all of that, if any. So it looks like Dijkstra is back in the city, which is not surprising. Who's over here? Roche. Okay. And there's Zoltan. All right. So let's go over here first and we'll go. I really want to talk to Dijkstra first. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Need to get to a fast travel point. We look so nice in our new armor. I know last episode was a bit of a bore going around getting all new armor, but it was definitely worth it. We look amazing. We look like we're ready for the end game now. Getting closer and closer, I can feel it. The boiling down to like the big Wild Hunt fight. I had a feeling that we would have to fight the Wild Hunt since the very beginning cutscene here in this game. Made it very clear that we were probably going to be up against the Wild Hunt head to head for this last part here. What is he doing? Is this where I'm supposed to be? Can I cut through here? No, it's locked. It's so silly. I don't know why. I think there's like maybe a market on the other side of here or something. I think it's so silly that it's locked.
Oh, that's bad luck. The
Let's see.
will rise yet again.
This is like the weather we're getting now. It's very cold and rainy. There's actually an eclipse happening right now. We can't see it here in Ohio, but if you're in Texas, I hope that you got to see the eclipse today. That's actually very cool. I think the last time I attempted to watch the eclipse was like maybe 5 years ago. Can't remember. No, it was definitely longer than that. I think it was like 10 years because I was still in college. I'm pretty sure it was like 10 years ago. Dijkstra.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
I see you're still dabbling in politics.
Surprised to see you still dabbling in politics.
It's quite simple, Geralt. I cannot be indifferent to Redania's fate. Call it patriotic concern.
So it's concern that compels you to bump off Radovid?
I think often of the country and its future. And the more I think, the clearer it becomes that as long as Radovid sits on the throne, Redania has no future.
I feel like he's right. I don't know too much about Radovid, but from what I've seen, I think he's right.
Wasn't sure I should even ask you. Still not. But what the hell? I could honestly use some help.
Oh, my help. Very interesting. Do tell.
Wild Hunt's gonna attack Kaer Morhen soon. It's a sure thing. Looking for people, resources, anything that'll help me repel them.
The Wild Hunt? Don't tell me you believe that nonsense.
Hardly nonsense. Got a taste of it. A painful taste. On my own skin.
Sorry, Geralt, but I've my own pile of problems just now. I've not recovered my lost property. Your help, you might remember, left much to be desired. So I don't owe you shit.
Great. So I guess we did not complete his side quest very well since we left him in a bit of shambles, which I do remember. So, dang, that stinks. I wonder if there's anything else we can ask him.
What do you want?
Yeah, no.
Tamo's on my way.
Got things to do myself. So long.
Fine, Dijkstra. I thought he was gonna help us out. I did, just because I put my neck on the line for him several times. Unfortunate. All right, let's go see what Zoltan says. Zoltan has to be on our side. Zoltan is one of our very good friends. We helped him get his Gwent card back, Gwent cards back from his gambling fiasco that he had us running around doing. Plus, we've just known him for so long, and he's fought by our side before. Stop screaming! It's okay! Don't panic! I get like Grand Theft Auto vibes every time that happens. Okay, he should be up here. It says it's about 40 meters this way. Oh, is he? Yeah, he's in the bar.
See his mug. See his son, just. May take
There he is.
So he'll be a milkman.
Zoltan?
Get out.
That conversation. Why hasn't anyone taken Novigrad?
You've been in town a while? Maybe you can tell me. Radovid and Emir. Why hasn't either taken the city?
Excellent question. I believe I can clear the mystery up for you. War requires resources, wherewithal. Novigrad's a large port with a powerful fleet and a treasury overflowing with gold. All that makes it a tasty morsel. Tempting for both Redania and Nilfgaard.
I understand. The city's walls are high. Its arsenals are full of weapons.
Then you don't understand much. True, a siege be a long and grueling affair, but more importantly, everything that's valuable in Novigrad could disappear faster than a mayfly's dream. The Big Four's made it known that should things come to a head, the fleet's flambeau, and any assault on the city sure to touch off riots, during which the church's coffers could very well be looted bare. So, anyone wanting Novigrad's wealth, its ships, has no choice but to deal with its criminal underworld.
Which runs deep here, as we know first-handedly. What are you doing here? He's still
Novigrad
here.
doesn't seem like a safe place anymore. What's keeping you here?
I was keen on starting my own enterprise, but nothing came of it. Nevertheless, I took on some debt. Got to pay it back now. I'd like to blame it on the war or human treachery, but the truth is, I've got my own thick skull to blame. Rather not dwell on it, Geralt, if you don't mind.
Aw, being in debt is hard. Poor guy. He seems like he chalked it down to his own skull, and yeah, he seems like he doesn't make all the best decisions. He makes very quick, bad, sometimes bad, mostly bad decisions, unfortunately. Stinks.
I know where Ciri is.
Admire here. Let's go get the lassie.
I'll do that, but I have another job for you. You need to set out for Kaer Morhen. That's where I'll take Ciri. The Wild Hunt will attack soon afterwards. Could use you at our side.
You'll have me and my axe.
Thanks. See you at Kaer Morhen. Vesemir, Eskel, and Lambert are already there.
Yeah, I figured he would definitely be on our side. Even if we didn't help him out with his card stuff happening. Hey, look, it's what were they calling him?
How are things, Dudu?
Dudu.
So, I suppose. Might have been days in the past when I'd have said, wonderful. But I can't complain. I'm in one piece. Not bound to a stake atop a pyre.
Wouldn't you rather leave here? Yeah, it's not really safe for him here.
Ever considered leaving? Forgetting Novigrad altogether?
What for? To pass from the frying pan into the fire? The war's not yet crept here. Famine's not kicked at our door. Not that the future's looking rosy.
But you don't have to be human. Maybe you could try something else.
I've assumed many forms over the years, and in spite of all, life as a human has proven most interesting. After all, you humans rule the world.
Interesting.
Gotta admit, your Menga, it's a brilliant impersonation.
Don't remind me. I'm rather disgusted.
Come on, he wasn't all out terrible.
You understand nothing. A Doppler assumes more than a man's external appearance. I've learned what a scoundrel had knocking about in his head.
Whoa.
Once I became him, not an hour passed before I felt the urge to break a sorceress's fingers. After 2, I caught myself lusting to impale someone, and immediately after that, it hit me. The paranoid fear of a Doppler conspiracy.
I had no idea that a Doppler could also feel their thought or hear their thoughts. That's wild.
Dudu, tell me, the halfling Biberveld goes from being a prosperous merchant to being a pauper. How?
Prefer the long version or the short?
Short, please.
The war.
I was under the impression merchants grow fat on wars.
Some do, but I have a serious personality flaw. I'm honest. I could not reap profits from the suffering of others. I paid taxes. I never cooked my books. And then a ship full of my goods sank. I pulled through somehow, but then a second fell prey to Skelligan raiders, rendering me insolvent. When inflation hit and interest rates rose, I, at long last, fell.
Oh, that stinks.
Take care of yourself, Dudu.
Oh, those bigots haven't the cunning to strip me of this mask.
Okay. I don't think I've ever talked to the bartender here.
It's you, the White Wolf, the famous Geralt of Rivia, am I right?
You hear about me?
Hear about you? Why, I know all there is to know. I learned it from Dandelion himself, who's forever telling stories of you and your adventures together, of your hunt for the dragon, and how you outfoxed the Sylvan midst the hemp, of the battle for the bridge, and how he saved you from bandits.
Like to hear that one sometime myself.
One never tires of Dandelion's tales and ballads. Why, all will be amazed when I tell them the wolf himself takes joy in listening to them. Now, tell me how I may be of service. Something to wet your tongue?
Something to wet your tongue.
What do you have to drink that's good?
Let's see if he sells anything. Doesn't look like it. Perfume. Some Bouclair. Some Rosé. Yeah. It doesn't look like he sells anything I need. So now let's go see if we can find Roche. I think if I go this way, there'll probably be a fast travel out here.
Wild hunt take you all. Wonderful.
Okay, and he was pretty close near a fast travel. Over in this hideout area. I'm not sure if he'll join me as well. I think that he probably will.
You trouble me.
But we did do that one quest line with him, and I turned him down at one point. But we still helped him out, so I feel like he'll help us. We just weren't like 100% like giving with him during that quest.
They can't catch the pox. Isn't that right?
Okay, so let's see.
When this is all over,
You trouble me, Greylock.
I aim to open a whorehouse in Vizima.
Geralt of Rivia, safe and sound.
What do you do these days?
What do you do here? Hunt Scoia'tael?
You jest, right? Who cares about the Scoia'tael anymore? Temerian, that's what matters.
How'd you wind up here?
How'd you wind up here?
Came with the army, of course. Its remnants. When Nilfgaard crossed the Yaruga, I dropped everything, threw it all away to hell and rode for the front to fight the invader. Joined the 2nd Temerian army under John Natalis. We were to stop the Black One's advance along the Dol Blathana Mount Carbon line. And we did. For 3 days. Then they smashed us into splinters. Soon after, I heard Radovid was assembling his forces near Novigrad. That he'd promised to fight for a free North. Broke through with the remains of Natalis' army, but
But
Radovid proved no better than Emir. So I decided I would mount my own fight.
Okay, let's see what he says about defending Kaer Morhen.
could use your help at Kaer Morhen. Aim to take Ciri there. Wild Hunt's bound to appear soon after.
Geralt, we've known each other for a while. You know I'd never turn you down normally. But right now are some troubles. A hideout that is no more, a weapon shipment that failed to make its destination, and Ves drilling a hole in my gut. I'll go nowhere until I resolve at least the last.
Okay, so it looks like we can help him with his problem concerning Ves. So
Geralt of Rivia.
let's see
Safe
what
and
happens if we do that. I think that only having one person from Novigrad might be difficult. It would be really good to have another guy on our side. So let's help him with this.
Mentioned you have a problem.
It's Ves. She took a couple of lads across the river. She plans to hit the Black Ones at Mulberdale.
So, sounds about like what guerrilla fighters do.
Yes, when they're ordered to. Whereas I forbade her from leaving camp. Indefinitely.
Why'd Ves go to the village?
Why Mulberrydale? Why'd Ves go there?
The peasants from the village aided us earlier. The Nilfgaardians learned of this. Word got out they're planning a punitive expedition. Probably hang every fifth villager.
Honestly, Ves's desire to save the villagers makes sense. What doesn't is your opposition to the plan.
War means death. Not only for the soldiers, for the common folk as well. You can't save them all, it's that simple.
Funny. Had you for an idealist.
You were right to. Are right to. But I have one ideal. A free Temeria. And I'm prepared to sacrifice anything for it.
Even innocent lives? So you don't trust her anymore? Because she wants
Don't
to help
trust
people?
Ves anymore.
Bollocks. She's prepared to die for me. Ah, that's not the problem. Know what distinguishes a soldier from a common swashbuckler?
The uniform.
It's a serious question.
A rhetorical one. So instead of waiting for an answer, just enlighten me.
Soldiers think tactically. They know when to strike, when to fall back, when to charge and when to hold. Ves finds this difficult. She's impulsive, hot-headed. Yet in guerrilla warfare, one false step and you're fucked. I confined her to the camp because I feared that sent out she'd go rabid and make a mistake. I was right.
I kind of like disagree with him. I don't know. If she wants to go out and try and save a village full of people, like innocent people that she knows are gonna die, that doesn't make her an idiot. I think it makes her admirable, but I get where he's coming from. War means death. War means that innocent people die regardless. Why risk your life? But I don't know. I'm kind of struggling with him having an issue with this just because morally, like, I would probably be the one to go to the village also. But I see where he's coming from. So what can we do?
All right, so you've got a problem. Insubordination. What am I supposed to do about it?
I doubt Ves has entered the village. More likely she and the boys lie in wait in the woods nearby. We must find her before she attacks and stop her. You're a good tracker. Help me.
Okay.
Count me in.
Thanks, Geralt. I'll owe you a favor.
Yes, you will. You will
Meet me
come
in
to
Velen
Kaer Morhen
beneath
with
the
me.
Hanged Man's Tree. It's just a short jaunt from there to Mulberrydale.
Hangman's Tree. Back to the beginning.
A band of merry men need.
Okay.
Oi, clumsy arse.
You trouble me, Greylocks.
We'll pay for the free Temeria. You've
I
been here,
wonder.
you've been there. So tell me, is it
I wonder what will happen when we get there. If we will be allowed to fight by her side, or if we really are going to go there and just let all those people die. Okay. Where is he? Over here. Oh, I see him. What a weird place to wait. Ugh.
It's the village below. Black with Nilfgaardians already. They're preparing to execute folk.
No sign of Vess.
Now, she may be impetuous, but she's not stupid. She's waiting for her moment. Probably attack after dusk once... Shh. What now?
A trio, lightly equipped, sneaking closer. Over there, near the...
Death to the Black Ones!
Help me! Circa!
Looks like we're too late.
They attacked. Okay.
Geralt, we have to help. Follow me.
Well, at least we get to fight by her side. Hopefully she makes it. I feel so bad that all of these people get executed. I feel like that's not fair. I'm with her on fighting for these people. I don't know where she is. She has like a health bar. Okay, I think he's got this guy. That person's just working on his sword over there. Like the town is not being attacked. All right, let me try to find Vess because she's about to die. Where is she? Is this her? Stop. I need to get to this lady.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait? Not good.
Okay, good. She survived. She has like this much health left.
Have you gone completely mental? You ignore my orders, go off on a suicide mission, and instead of donning a breastplate, you dash into battle, shirt open, navel and whatnot exposed.
You're not my father, Roach. You've no right to tell me what to wear.
But I am your commander, and you will obey me. Guerrilla warfare. Warfare! It involves armies, for fuck's sake.
I could not abandon them. They helped us.
It's a soldier's job to kill, Vess, not save, not rescue. If that is not to your liking, join the Sisters of Melitele. Study to be a healer. Fucking hell. Give me your weapon. You'll get it back when you wise up. If you wise up. Move out!
Ren.
Got a prisoner. Uh-oh, got a prisoner. We'll just say one left.
One
The what?
left.
Uh-oh, it's
You
funny.
took my weapon, Roach. So I must manage with my bare hands.
Leave him alone. There are corpses enough here.
What?
You heard me.
I did, and I can't believe it. He came here to murder civilians. He's seen us. Will you have him return to his camp and report?
Emir knows we can kill his men. Let him learn that we can also show mercy.
I don't agree with anything that he's saying, and I don't know if I'm just looking at it the wrong way, but I don't agree with him at all. I don't want any trouble. Like she said, he's seen our face. He came here to kill innocent people. I don't think showing mercy during a time like this where they literally came to murder an entire town of innocent people is time to show mercy. I don't agree with that at all. Kill him.
Roach,
No.
noble of you and all, but occasionally I work for Nilfgaardians. Frankly, I don't want any trouble.
Yeah,
I don't
there's
like
too
this.
much.
But so be it. You certainly don't deserve to suffer as a result.
Well said, Geralt. A good black one's a dead black one. I'll strangle the bugger.
Stand aside. I'll do it.
Nen, Trokair.
Like, I understand it's hard for him because he also was a soldier that, you know, ran
We
alongside
should go
them,
before
but
patrol comes along.
it's
Thank
different
you,
now.
Geralt.
Times are different.
Ever need any help? You know where to find me.
I feel like if we would have let that guy go, he would have told everyone that we were, you know, coming over here to kill the soldiers. Be worth more trouble keeping him alive. All right, which way is Roche? He's back this way. Is there... Where's the Hangman's Tree? I'm gonna go back to the fast travel there. Actually, there's one here in Mulberry. Yeah, I just felt like keeping them alive was... If they're here to hang innocent people, I just can't stand by and let that happen. I feel like that's really... It's really dangerous. I don't know. Okay. Oh, wait, here's the fast travel sign. Sometimes the fast travel signs just like blend in with everything else in the background. All right, let's go back and talk to him again. Maybe he will be more inclined to come help us. He listed like a laundry list of reasons why he can't come with us, so hopefully we don't have to do any more on that list.
Swords up, heave-ho! Smash the black ones, kill them! When this is all over, I aim to open a whorehouse in Vizima.
Okay.
A proper one. With
Good to
shaggy
know.
rugs on
Geralt of Rivia, safe and sound.
Okay.
Could use your help at Kaer Morhen. Aim to take Ciri there. Wild Hunt's bound to appear soon after.
You didn't turn your back on me when I was in need. It's only fair I do the same.
Thanks. Venture to say your skills might prove invaluable.
I'll consider whether to bring Vess. Either way, I'll see you at Kaer Morhen.
Okay. I feel like you should bring her. She seems like a good fighter. She seems passionate about what she's sticking up for as well.
It's true you kill kings.
All right, so it looks like we got a character entry for Vess. I want to read that real quick. Let's see. Vess. Vess was a veteran officer of the Blue Stripes and the only soldier from Roche's former unit to have survived the war. After the Blue Stripes were decimated and officially disbanded, Vess remained at her commander's side to continue with him the seemingly hopeless struggle for Temerian freedom. Energetic and tough, Vess had always impressed with her skills with the crossbow and sword alike, out-shooting and out-swinging all of the men in her unit to a laughable degree. Though well-disciplined, Vess refused to heed Vernon's command and set off alone to face enemy forces. Vess' rash move landed in her a horrible pot of trouble that only Geralt's sword could dish her out of. Even had Vess not owed Geralt her life, she would have come to the defense of Kaer Morhen all the same, where she would follow Vernon Roche into the very bowels of the abyss. So she very much sticks by what she stands for. Like, she's very strong about her opinions. So looks like she'll probably come fight with Vernon. We'll see what happens though, if he'll let her. I want to read his again. I feel like I did read his a while ago, but I'm forgetting it now. It said it was updated as well. As commander of Temerian Special Forces, an elite squadron also known as the Blue Stripes, Vernon Roche had been one of the King Foltest's most trusted subordinates. Time and time again, Roche proved himself loyal, effective, and thorough. Few could match his skills at subduing revolts, fighting off Nilfgaardians, or snuffing out bands of Scoia'tael. At the start of our story, however, he had lost his king, his men, and his homeland, and so he had resorted to waging a guerrilla war against overwhelmed occupying forces. In his war of assassinations, ambushes, and night raids, Roche depended on Redanian help, though it was clear he took no pleasure from working with Radovid. Sometime later, it revealed that Roche had took part in a conspiracy to assassinate Radovid. He had realized that once the war was over, the Mad King would offer no prospect of a free Temeria, making Roche himself a liability and potential foe. When asked to help defend Kaer Morhen, Roche kept his word and went to the keep, lending his considerable martial prowess to the fight against the Wild Hunt. I thought that he had fought alongside the Nilfgaardians. I knew that he was a Temerian officer that had lost in the war, and that's why they're hiding out in the cave. I thought that he was fighting, I don't remember who he was fighting for. So now I'm even more confused on why he was so adamant about not fighting those Nilfgaard soldiers that wanted to murder the town full of innocent people. I guess just because, like he said, a good soldier knows when to weigh their pros and when to weigh their cons. And if there's more cons than pros, you step away. But at the same time, what have you got to lose? At least help other people during this crazy, crazy bad time. All right, his didn't get updated. What about Dijkstra? Though Dijkstra did not aid the persecuted mages out of the goodness of his heart, Triss appreciated his support all the same. Anyone who thought Dijkstra had broken all ties with the world of politics and plotters was sorely mistaken. His great comeback was to be a patriotic act that would free Redania from the rule of a madman, the assassination of King Radovid. Okay. So where are we off to now? I think I might go to Skellige and leave Ciri's father for last. Yeah, let's go to Skellige. Nowhere in the world can one find warriors braver than those born in Skellige. Thus Geralt set off to find the for those isles in his hunt for allies to stand with him against the Wild Hunt. Hopefully all three of them will come with me, because we've literally helped all three in their own personal endeavors. So fingers crossed, but we will see. We will see. I'm also interested to talk to Ciri, now that she's been the ruler for quite a bit of time now. See what's happening over there with her. All right, so Ceres and Croc are here. Where is Ermion? Let's go talk to Ermion first. He's kind of off the beaten path.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avallac'h, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
All right. So I'm assuming that after we do find Ciri and we take her back with us to Kaer Morhen, that's when they know that they'll sense her in the area and come and attack. That's just like what I'm gathering from how they're talking about all of this information. It's also interesting that Ermion is back here where like they did the whole ritual thing. I wonder if he's out here sulking. What is he doing out here? He's in a cave somewhere. Below me? What is he doing in here?
Can we talk?
Oh, Ermion. I am horrible with names. I was thinking, and we've had this problem before with the brother. I still can't remember his name. I thought it was Ermion. Ermion is the main, like, you know, the main dude over here. I forget what they call him. I guess he's a Hierophant now. But yeah, I thought that Ermion was the brother. Okay. I think I should tell you what happened on Hindarsfjall.
Yen and I went to Hindarsfjall.
Oh, did you learn anything?
Ciri came through Lofoten. She was wounded when she arrived. Villagers nursed her back to health. Sadly, the Wild Hunt was on her trail. Followed her there. Ciri managed to escape, but the villagers...
I know. You needn't finish. I later spoke to those who survived. Suffice to say, Ciri was fortunate to escape. I trust you'll find her soon.
So you're a Hierophant now.
You were made a Hierophant. Congratulations.
Hierophant.
I thank you.
The Skelliger Circle chose me years ago, about the time when the old disputes between the clans were reigniting.
Job's been mainly politics then.
Aye, but I've not minded. Since time immemorial, the Druids have wandered betwixt the clans, keeping endless feuds in check. We care for equilibrium, the balance of all things, not just trout populations and streams. We're lucky the Jarls always valued us as advisors.
The war, how will it end?
The war. Curious to know your opinion.
Well, I believe Emmir's chosen a poor time to wage it.
Hard to find any better as I see it, with the North now in disarray.
True.
The North is weak, true. But I've the impression the Emperor is dealing with some domestic strife. Far too much to start a war. Radovid is a madman, but a cunning one. He's certain to take advantage.
He does seem crazy, but yeah, he's also very smart with some of his calculated decisions that he's been making. For sure. Sometimes it takes a Mad King to rule. Not well, but successfully. I mean, in his eyes, successfully.
The Wild Hunt will attack Kaer Morhen soon. Gonna need your help.
The Wild Hunt? Are you certain? So, you found Ciri?
I know where she is. And the Wild Hunt will also learn that as soon as I find her.
I see. I shall pack immediately. Leave tomorrow at the latest.
Thank you.
No need. I raised the girl, and I've still a duty to her. I shall see you at Kaer Morhen.
Yeah, I figured that would be an easy yes for him. Because of what he said, he helped Ciri grow and he looks out for her. He loves her. I 100% thought that was the brother. So what is the brother's name? Do we have a character book for him? Because I feel like I can't remember anyone's name over here except for Ceres. Hermione? Is it? It's not Fallen. Yalmar. Okay, I'm never gonna remember that, but it's Yalmar. Okay. So did Ermion's thing update? Despite his difficult character and his somewhat testy relationship with Geralt, Ermion agreed to at once travel to Kaer Morhen and help defend Ciri from the Wild Hunt's forces. We have had a bit of a strained relationship, mainly because of Yen and her, her gung-ho way of doing things, which I've talked about plenty of times before. But he does have this special bond with Ciri that will never go away. Okay, let me go to this fast travel up here. We'll go talk to Ceres and Crack. I have a feeling they'll help us. The only thing I can see Ceres not saying yes to is maybe because here, I can talk to him real quick. Is maybe because she has too much on her plate as being a ruler, but we'll see.
Heard you calling.
Aye, because I was. I thank Mother Nature she didn't skimp on my voice, as she did with some others I know. See, one of us, a Gil, went mute all of a sudden. No spell or potion helps him. But it is said strong emotions and experiences can restore speech. So I thought perhaps you might... I'll pay you, of course. Give you an excellent Gwent card.
A Gwent card? What do you want me to do? He's mute.
Suppose I could try, but I wouldn't even know where to start. You want me to scare him?
Aye, good. That should do it. Scare, irritate, whatever you wish, provided you do him no harm. You can usually find a Gil near the Hallowed Oak. Poor man, he's probably praying in his heart for a cure.
Scare him. So they think he's not really mute? This is called shock therapy. Okay. Is that him? Help Egil recover his voice by giving him a scare. Is this him?
Are you the silent druid? Oh yeah. Dumb question.
When did you lose your voice?
When do you lose your voice? Can you show me? Hold up some fingers? Charming man. They ever try to cure you some other way? Give you potions or herbs? Not just mute. Seems he's deaf too.
Okay.
Doesn't look like we'll figure much out talking. So long. Talking won't get me anywhere.
Okay. So let's give him like a jolt or something. Maybe some Ard after he falls asleep. I can't attack him? How else am I gonna scare this
Maybe he'll
guy?
say something if I put out his fire.
No? Okay. Maybe if I like blow it out or something? I think I did it the wrong way. What's this?
Tin pots. Stand to make a lot of noise. Maybe give him a smack once he's asleep.
Oh, he's awake again. How do I get him to go back to sleep? What is that? Bees?
Hornet's nest. Known to have therapeutic uses. In shock therapy, for instance.
Really? So... Uh-oh. He's still not screaming. Keep trying to scare him. He gave me the finger again. Keep trying to scare the druid until he recovers his voice. Okay. So let's try to take the fire out now. Extinguish his fire. He gave us the finger again. All right, go back to sleep so I can bang some pots and pans. This is crazy. What kind of side quest did I stumble upon? Okay. I just want to make some noise. I want to attack the pots, not him. How else am I gonna make some noise with this? Maybe if I like shoot it with my... Oh, that scared me. Maybe if I like shoot it with my crossbow or something? I don't know. I'm not trying to attack him. I just want to attack these pots. Okay, that...
saw it already, you... Oh, of silence.
Okay.
3 years, not a word, not a peep. Until today, you made me break my vow. Happy?
I'm sorry, I meant well. Oh, I feel like an ass now. I meant well. I thought that there was something wrong with you. Everyone thought there was something wrong with you. I didn't know it was a vow of silence. Why didn't you tell anyone? You could have written it down or something, or like pointed to like your shrine or something.
I meant well, really.
Oh,
well, it certainly didn't turn out well. Out of my sight, swine!
Great. Return to the druid. Sorry. Oh, man. Which one of you guys tricked me into...
Heard him screaming, clear over here.
God.
Grand work, Witcher. Your reward, as promised.
I don't like being played for a fool.
Don't like being played for a fool. Remember that, or next time, you'll be the one left speechless.
What did we get? Oh, he said he gave us a card. Experience. Iorveth? Let's see. It was part of the monster, or the Scoia'tael deck. Ooh, this one. Nice. It's a 10. A shiny 10. I don't know if these have proper names. I just know that they're like shiny and they can't be affected by anything, which is really nice. So, I mean, it was kind of worth it. Maybe. Poor guy. I feel bad now, though. Sorry. All right, let's go on and find everyone. I need to head back over to this fast travel. It's up here. What a side quest. Sounded like someone coughing. All right, so to the castle.
This blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it ain't.
I enjoy being in this area a lot. It's very nice.
Got me eye on you.
So, where are they? Is there a door over here? What?
These continental dandies come strutting, then we
Sorry.
gotta drag their corpses out of the inn.
We show our
Maybe this way? This is where I came in, right?
Last night was...
Maybe up there. Can I get up there? No. What in the world? How do I get up there? Maybe there's like a ladder or something? No.
Respect, Witcher.
Ooh, what's this? This is where there's like an armor and a blacksmith. How do I get up there? Oh my gosh, his face. I know you could zoom in that close. Ooh, maybe it's this side. Okay. I didn't see this door over here. Yes, this looks maybe right.
These continental dandies come strutting.
No, I'm back where I was. Interesting. All right, well, let me go back here because I know that Crack is usually back this way in his like office area. So let's see.
Smear your ass with honey yet, hero.
Oh my god.
You're pale.
Here's Crack.
Wanted to talk.
Rid you of Hammond? What?
Hammond's gone. You mentioned a bounty on his head.
You've done me a great service, Wolf. And not only me, in truth. Take this. I'll send men out to deliver word of Hammond's demise. I thank you.
Okay. I didn't realize that was a... Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was a side quest for him.
This isn't easy, but I need to ask you a favor. A big one.
Tell me, friend.
Ciri, I know where she is, but I also know that as soon as I reach her, the Wild Hunt will know I did. They'll come after us, attack, and we'll need to respond with strength. Can I count on you?
The Black Ones first, now Wraiths. Such is life. Bring her here, and we'll face them in battle.
We can only fight them at Kaer Morhen. Yeah, why did he mention Nilfgaard? I was wondering that too. What do you mean, the Black Ones and the Wraiths? What?
What's this about the Nilfgaardians?
Of late, look seaward and you'll see their sun on a sail, staring right back.
Oh boy.
We've yet to capture any of their crew, but only a fool wouldn't know they're planning something. But fear not, we'll banish the Black Ones and the Wild Hunt. 2 birds with 1 skeleton axe. Ciri will be safe in Kaer Trolde.
No, we have to fight them at Kaer Morhen.
Can't risk your men's lives. Kaer Morhen, we fight them there, nowhere else.
Kaer Morhen is hundreds of miles away. To move an army there would take weeks, not to mention I'd expose the Isles to Nilfgaard's blows. Geralt, forgive me, but I cannot do it.
I understand. Won't take up any more of your time. Farewell.
Wait. Won't let you leave empty-handed. I'll help as I can. Come with me.
Dang.
Beautiful craftsmanship. Got a talented smith.
Not I. King Erland Uncrate did.
Erland Stonefist? So this is Winter's Blade. Thought it was a legend.
Forged in Mahakam, tempered in dragon fire. Been in the Uncrate family for centuries. And now, it's yours.
I can't accept this. No.
I can't take this.
You can. You must. Let me do this much at least.
If you insist. Thank you.
But it's his family sword. I feel like we shouldn't take this.
May it serve you well. Send those specters back where they came from.
That's my intention. Farewell.
Aww. I'm sad that he can't help. As soon as he said that he was seeing Nilfgaard flags, I was like, he's probably not going to want to leave. There's no way he's going to want to leave. Oh, it's another steel sword. Armor piercing, critical hit damage, chance to freeze. It's actually pretty nice. The damage isn't as good as the steel sword we have now, but we have to hold on to it because he gave it to us as a gift. I wish he wouldn't have done that. I wish he would have kept it for his family. What if Ceres wants to use it? All right, let's go find Ceres.
I think so.
Maybe she'll come with us, but seeing as how there's a lot of stuff going on with Nilfgaard right now, I'm not sure if she will or not. I'm just not sure. So I'm not.
Weary of hearing.
Let's try to go this way. Let's see. Hi there, kids over here. Oh, it's locked. Okay. Is there any way to go outside through here? No? Okay. Not sure how to get to Ceres.
My fear is really huge.
There has to be a way to, like, get upstairs.
Your very names be cursed.
There's no other, like, doors. Wait, there's these ones to the left. No, that's where we came from, wasn't it? Oh, okay, here's some stairs. It took forever to find this.
Prayer is patient, but she brooks no insult.
All right, I'm guessing she's in one of these doors. There she is.
Your Royal Majesty. Would you spare a moment?
Come on, Geralt. I'm the same lass I was, save for the title. Or have things changed?
How does it feel to rule?
How's it feel to rule? Jarl's giving you any trouble?
They're all very understanding. They seem to believe in me. Besides Lugos, of course.
Tried talking to him? Could still win him over.
I don't know about that. He's more mule-headed than my father, but I'll try, of course.
The Wild Hunt. Wonder
Got
if
a
she'll
delicate
come.
matter I wanted to bring up. Need your help.
What is it?
Crach's mentioned Ciri to you? He must have.
Have you found her?
Not yet, but I'm close. Problem is, soon as I get to her, the Wild Hunt will probably be able to locate us, quickly. So I'll want to take her to Kaer Morhen, battle the hunt there. I'm looking for allies.
I can't leave the Isles now. It's impossible. What I can do is give you my best warrior, Hjalmar.
Think you'll be willing?
Her brother?
I'm sure of it. In fact, I think he'll be overjoyed. Come on, you know him.
Yeah, guess I do. Thanks.
No doubt he'll be valiant. I hope he proves useful too. Good luck.
All right. Well, at least we got to bring one of them with us, even if it's... I had a feeling that Ceres wouldn't come with us just because she has enough on her plate here. And I'm a little bit, like, disappointed that Crach can't come, but I understand that as well. I mean, they're about to go through a really tough time with the Nilfgaardians. They're, like he said, their sails are on their border. Like, things are about to happen here, and... they all have to, all of the rulers, all of the shot callers need to be here right now. It's a very sensitive time. Just unfortunate for us. But at least we get Hjalmar. As he pours himself a big glass of alcohol.
How are things?
Are you playing another voyage?
Got another voyage in mind?
Of course. Ice Giant was just the beginning. Besides, I got all kinds of horse sons already saying he wasn't that big.
What about the folk of Undvik? You and your men were gonna help them return to their isle and rebuild Urskar.
Ceres will take care of that.
Oh, so he's just given up.
You and Ciri, as I remember, you two grew up together, at least for a while.
He did?
Aye. Spent half her childhood in the Isles. Always at my heels she was. Scrawny wee thing. But her leaps on ice skates... why, none of us could rival them. Tried to outdo her once. Smashed me mouth on a rock.
And then you went to Crach and announced you'd agreed to wed.
You hear of that? Aye. We had 12 winters on us. Both. Any thought of continuing that romance? Me da whipped it out of me head. Wonder what it'd be like to see her now.
Wait, so they were together? 12 winters together. So they were together for 12 years? What? That doesn't sound right. I don't think that's what he meant by that. Interesting. Okay.
The Wild Hunt's preparing to attack Kaer Morhen. Could use your help.
Rates at the gate of your Witcher's stronghold. You're a friend of the clan. I cannot refuse you. What's more, no one Krait's ever stood and battled such a foe. I'll leave at once.
Thanks. Won't forget this.
Well, at least we got someone from this side. I'm highly doubtful that Emhyr is going to help us, but I always go back to the back of my mind where he's the one that wanted Ciri initially. Like, of course we want to find her, we love her, we're worried about her. Emhyr wants her for different political gain reasons, so he might surprise us and give us like a bunch of troops or something, but I kind of find that very unlikely. He just seems like he's not very helpful. He wants what he wants now, and he wants the least amount of work to get there, least amount of resources. I mean, look at why he hired us. But then again, he did hire a bunch of like Ciri's people to find Ciri, a bunch of his soldiers that were not successful in finding Ciri. So who knows? I am very up in the air on how this conversation is about to go.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avallac'h, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Yes, hen esquin.
All right. Morven. This dude again.
Geralt, what can I do for you?
How are things at the Imperial Court?
Big changes afoot in the Empire.
You've no notion? The Emperor summoned you. He only ever summons with reason. It's clear he seeks his daughter.
You know a lot.
I must. I am my father's son.
What's your father got to do with this?
He is close to the Emperor. And knows the opposition. Knows they press for abdication. Ceding the throne to Cirilla, it's the best the Emperor can do. But, as is known, an Empress needs an Emperor at her side. My father will ensure the right man is chosen.
So he wants to marry her off. I knew about the throne and wanting Ciri to be the next in line. I didn't know about, I mean, I kind of figured because that's what happens in this day and age, where they marry off people into rich bloodlines, and it just kind of is the norm for this time. But yeah, he just laid out his plans that I was worried about.
Farewell.
Laid out his plans. I also saw a couple spoiler comments, unfortunately, about Ciri when I was talking about the dad before, because I have been very up in the air about Emhyr. I haven't made my full decision about him yet, and I noticed that he is very for himself. He's selfish. He's a ruler. Like most rulers, he's out for his own political gain. But I hadn't really made my decision about him yet. I don't know much about Emhyr, aside from the fact that everything that I just said. And I know that he wanted to find Ciri, most likely for a political gain of some sort. Lo and behold, to find out he wants her to take the throne and marry her off. But I did see a couple comments about, like, why aren't you thinking differently about Emhyr? Like, he's a bad guy. Yes, but I didn't really know him. Like, I'm just getting orders from this guy. I don't really, like, 100% know him. I haven't finished this game yet. But his assistant just flooded it all out to me. What I had already accidentally heard through some spoilers, unfortunately.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Witcher, why have you come?
I've managed to find out where Ciri is.
Finally. I'd begun to doubt the wisdom of enlisting you. Bring her here at once.
The Wild Hunt's pursuing her. Kaer Morhen's the only place she'll be safe.
That was not a suggestion. I can defend my own daughter.
I don't doubt it. I'd rather see it myself. Yeah, I'd rather see it myself. I also think it's kind of crazy how he has that picture of her that he always looks at when we're talking about Ciri, and it's such a sad picture. Like, it must have been such a hard childhood for her, having her father be this guy that obviously doesn't really care that much about her. I mean, every time that we've talked to him, he's like blown off everything that we've said other than, did you find her? Like, he's not worried about the little details. How is daughter doing? Like, how is Ciri? Nothing. We get none of that. Just, have you found her? And that makes him not the most loving, devoted father.
I doubt that. Can't compare the Wild Hunt to Temerian shield-bearers or Lyrian archers. Facing it here would put Vizima at risk. Hundreds of innocents could die.
True.
Kaer Morhen is in a wilderness, and your army stands to be far more helpful there.
Agreed. I shall send a banner with you. On one condition. General Vorys will lead it.
Can't agree to that.
And I cannot agree to Witchers commanding my troops.
Well, I'm not about to give in. You don't look it either. Sorry to take up your time, Your Majesty.
Bring me Ciri.
I will, if that's what she wants.
Boom! Mic drop, if that's what she wants. And he had nothing else to say about that. So I'm trying to remember back to, I want to read Vorris's character book real quick. We've gone through so many different, like, storylines, entanglements, this, that, like everything with Dandelion that took like 5 episodes. And like, just look at all of these people that we've met and crossed paths with. I feel like we've just done so many things, and I'm forgetting why we don't like this dude. I thought that everything was okay for the most part. I mean, he is who he is. He's a commander. He's very self-righteous with himself. And I mean, the conversation that we just had with him downstairs was not the best one. And he is obviously very for Ciri coming back to his father, taking the reins, getting married off. But I didn't think he ever truly like pissed us off. I mean, we went to that horse show with him too. So I just want to read through this real quick. Morven Vorhis, commander of the Alba Division, an officer of the highest rank and a pure-blooded aristocrat, one who with pride could call himself a Nilfgaardian, a designation reserved only for native-born inhabitants of the Empire's capital and its immediate surroundings. At the time of their first meeting, Geralt had no idea what an important person had been assigned to the task of asking him a few routine questions. Knowing the Witcher, however, knowledge of Morven's rank and status would not have made much of a difference. The Witcher encountered Vorhis again sometime later in Novigrad. There, the Nilfgaard general was taking advantage of the city's neutral status to enjoy the company of Baroness Louisa Lavalette. I do remember that too. So I don't understand why he was so gung-ho about him not coming with us, other than the fact that it gives him and Amir more leverage to snag Ciri in the middle of a fight and just take off with her. I'm guessing that's why he doesn't want his commander to come, because it's just another dog in Amir's fight that could potentially cause us problems on top of the Wild Hunt. So I'm assuming that's why. I just don't remember any like really huge qualms for him to act that way, but I mean, if it is what I just said, it makes sense. Makes complete sense. Well, we were about to get an army, and we are not now. So, thanks to Vorhis and Ciri's dad. So, looks like we're going back to Skellige. Wait, are we going back to Skellige? Where are we headed right now? We've picked up everybody that we need to. So yeah, we just go back to Skellige. Okay. I didn't realize the Isle of Mists was in Skellige. It also didn't show up on my map, so I got confused. Yeah, it's not here either. Maybe I just have to, like, go anywhere in Skellige?
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avallac'h, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Get on a boat. Okay. So this is happening. This is happening. I wonder if we're gonna go see Ciri.
That's why
I'm nervous, but I'm excited. Okay, let's get on this boat over here. Here's the helm. These are rocky waters. All right, travel to the Isle of Skellige. or the Isle of Mists, which is where? Super far away. So apparently if I go to like one of these anchors, I can fast travel there, which is kind of cool. I guess I can pick up some of these question marks along the way too. I was gonna make that side video of me, like not really on camera, but like the 5 hours that I was gonna set a timer for and just record going around the waters, but we have enough money, our gear is really good, and I ultimately decided not to do it because of that. I feel like our gear is very good. We have everything that we could ask for. What a stormy day. All right, so there are some things over here. There's also...
Hang your head from my saddle.
Some enemies out here. Oh, missed. Ooh, my boat's sinking! My boat's sinking! Oh no! Do I have to just get... Here, let's just get moving. Oh no, it's sinking! It's going down! Oh boy. Alright, we need to get out of here. We need to get out. My poor boat. Alright, I was gonna pick up that stuff, but there is a lot of enemies over there. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. I think I'm also gonna meditate. Maybe it'll make it like more pretty weather. Sailing in the dark slash thunderstorm seems awful. I can't meditate here? Really? Is it because I'm at the helm? Here, let's try here. Okay. It was because I was on the helm. I think I've told you guys this story before, but I grew up with a pontoon boat. Like, my family had a pontoon boat that we would take out. Back when I lived in Maryland, my whole family split like a beach house in Bethany, Delaware, and it was so nice going out like pretty much every weekend during the summertime and being able to be on the beach and go catch some crabs. We used to put crab traps out on like Friday and then go check them intermittently throughout the weekend and then have our share of crabs on Sunday. It's probably one of the best childhood memories that I had. I miss those days. All right, so we're getting closer. We're about 700 meters out, and I'm starting to see some creepy beautifulness up ahead. I don't think that's where we're headed though, right? Is it dead ahead? Oh yeah, that might be the building that we're looking at. Because there's a bit of land, and then we have to miss the bit of land and get to... Yeah, that must be it. Our boat has seen better days. I shouldn't have gotten involved with that fight. We were like pretty much underwater. It was very scary. Okay, I'm not sure where we're gonna park, but I'm guessing there'll be like an area for us to go. Maybe over here somewhere. Look at all these crashed ships. It's very misty here. I wish I could look up more. I guess it is called the Isle of Mists. Warning, save your game now. You are nearing a crucial point in the game's story. It is recommended you save your game in a manual slot now. Okay. After traveling to the Isle of Mist, some side quests will no longer be available. Recommended level 22 or higher. What level are we? I think we're like 29. There's the ferry.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avallac'h, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Oh, this is creepy. Okay, so let's follow the firefly. Barely see it. There it is. Yeah, this is super creepy. Our boat health came back, which is nice. What's that? Oh my gosh. I wish I could use my... Oh, took a chunk of my ship out. The lighthouse. She's not over there. Okay. There was a light on in that lighthouse. Great. I feel like I should get them off my ship. I just don't want to... I don't think there's time. Like, I'm gonna lose my... Jeez. I'm gonna lose my firefly. Alright, here, look. It looks like we can get off here. Nice. Okay.
Show me what you got.
Jeez. There's something behind me. I don't want to lose the firefly. That's why I keep just pacing forward. I don't want to lose it. This place is creepy, though. Ew, look at that house.
Firefly stopped at the hut. I'll look inside.
Is Ciri gonna be here?
Locked. Anybody in there? Damn. I'm not gonna hurt you. Open up.
Oh, you blew our fucking cover. Who are you? What do you want?
I sneezed. I'm looking for a young woman. Who are you? I don't want to go around and just be like giving off descriptions. Who are you?
They call me Geralt. Who are you?
Is that Witcher? I heard the ballad about this and that sorceress. What's her name?
Shut it!
Sorceress's name is Yennefer.
Yennefer. Sorceress's name is Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Aye, that's it. Her eyes flashing lightning. Her heart an icy bed. How did it go?
Now my mum's beard, get yourselves together, lads. You there, outside the door. Geralt, that right?
Yeah, Geralt.
Listen, Geralt, let's cut to the thick of it. We survived a shipwreck recently. Beasts from the depths ate some of my lads, and the rest of us found shelter here. Not too special, that, as dangers litter this isle, but it does go to explain why we're a wee bit distrustful.
How'd you find your way here? I'm getting like, because the Firefly was supposed to lead us straight to Ciri, I'm getting like Snow White vibes. And I don't know if he stuck her in a little hut in the deep, dark, scary woods with a bunch of people, like men or something, to watch over. And like, I'm the big bad wolf that's coming here, knocking on the door, being like, hey, do you want to taste my poisonous apple or something? Like that's the vibe that I'm getting right now.
No way you can get to this isle conventionally.
Crikey, you call a shipwreck conventional? Leave it be, mate. You know what he means.
Let me explain. A short while past, we were en route from Skellige to Novigrad. And Ferenc got talking with the captain, who sold him a magic firefly purported to know the way to a hidden treasure.
Who sold him a magic firefly purported to know the way to a hidden treasure. What do you want?
This conversation's getting tiring. Listen, let's make a deal.
If that's a demon, it'll try to dupe us now.
I'm not a demon. You don't need to fear me. Give me a chance, I'll prove it.
How do you aim to do that?
I'll look for your lost mates. Open up before I get angry. I don't want to, if they're looking after Ciri, I don't want to be mean to them. I'll look for your lost mate.
Say I find your mates. Will you believe I mean no harm?
Aye, but I'm not count on either coming too easy.
How many are there?
3. Ivo, Gaspard, and Ferenc.
Where's Ivo?
This Ivo. Where do I look?
Edget insisted he'd explore the caves to the east. Tried to knock it out his head. Literally. Bugger wouldn't budge.
And Gaspard?
Gaspard. Where'll I find him?
He said it was defeatist to sit and wait to be rescued. We had to take action, or at least he did. Claimed to have spotted a lantern out to sea. So he said he'd climb the highest peak to look out for ships.
Okay. And Ferenc?
Where'd Ferenc go?
West, in search of a ship that's said to be out there.
Ferenc is handy. Thought I might fix it up, make it seaworthy.
Okay.
All right. See if I can't find all 3. See ya.
I'm content you understand.
Okay, so we gotta go look for these 3 men. Are there 5 inside? Like, I feel like I'm getting such like Snow White vibes. It's kind of funny. And look, there's the Firefly. It's up there, like as if she's upstairs maybe, sleeping in the bed. All right, everyone, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me on another adventure in The Witcher. We're finally getting down to some super juicy parts in the main storyline. We went and tried to find all of our recruits today, and it seems like we were only really able to recruit like a half of them, if that. Unfortunately, a lot of people are dealing with everything that's going on with Nilfgaard right now, and subsequently that costed us Crack and Ceres, but at least we were able to take her brother with us, and also Ermion, of course, because Ermion has a super special place in his heart for Ciri. So it's good that we get to take them. And I was a little bit surprised about Dijkstra. I was a little bit taken back that he wouldn't help us. I know that in some of his questing, we might have made the wrong decision, and we kind of, in the beginning bathhouses, when we were looking for Dandelion, I didn't really know how to feel about Dijkstra. I honestly got pissed off about his constant nitpicking, nagging attitude towards us, where everything that he said was like a fight. Like, I could say the sky is purple, and he's like, no, it's not purple, it's light purple. And I just felt like those type of people drive me up the wall, and Dijkstra was quickly getting on my nerves. It wasn't until after I got to know him a lot better that I kind of understood our relationship a little bit further, and understood it is so creepy here, by the way. Like, this is perfect, like, Halloween spooky vibes, because it's very creepy. I had to turn down the screams. But it wasn't until after I got to know Dijkstra a little bit more that I realized that he's a political person, and those political people tend to be like how he is, very stuck in their ways. Their opinion is the only opinion, and they don't really care about anyone else's opinion. I was kind of taken back that he didn't decide to come with us, but at least we have Zoltan. And we also have that other guy that his name is escaping my brain. We did his like side quest as well. I'm surprised that I had to help him with the other side quest, and I was kind of taken back how he reacted with Vess today, but I understand it kind of in retrospect. I just feel like he could have still stood by her side. I mean, times are really hard now with Nilfgaard taking over and everything that's happening with the war. It's getting spicier, things are going on. Seems as if they're going to Skellige to try to do some sort of infiltration of Skellige, which is super unfortunate. Hopefully this all comes to an end soon. There's all of these elements that are just going on right now that unfortunately costed us some help against the Wild Hunt, and ultimately I feel like the Wild Hunt is much more of an important fight right now, because if they get a hold of Ciri, who knows what kind of hell that they will unleash. War aside, politics aside, all of that stuff aside, our main mission right now is so much more important than all of that stuff that's happening right now. But I understand why people in power like Cerys and Crach cannot step away right now, Dijkstra included, because there is so much politics that is going on right now that it makes sense that they feel unsafe pulling themselves away from their work currently to go stand by our side to fight an even more terrifying enemy. But at least we found who we found, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it's enough. So on the next episode, we're headed straight back in looking for Happy, Sleepy, and I have a feeling that if we pass their trials, find their friends, maybe they will open our doors to us. So hopefully next time we can finally see Ciri. I feel like I'm probably going to be pretty emotional when Geralt finally lays his eyes on her and we get to hopefully just give her a hug. She's been through so much by herself, struggling, and I'm sure she's going to be emotional as well, finally seeing Geralt and Yen and everyone that cares for her and loves her and sticking by her side, fighting alongside of her. She's been alone for so long. And I'm really looking forward to next episode. I hope we can finally lay eyes on Ciri. Now that we're in the thick of things, I cannot wait to see how this ends. Thank you guys for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.